What's going on, everybody? This is Robert with Robert Saves History, and today is November 23rd. This is History in the Past. Stay tuned, and we will jump into our time machine and go back into the past to explore a little bit about the history that happened on this date. So stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you've probably seen it. You've probably seen it in your grandparents' house, or more likely your grandparents' house. You've probably seen it at newsstands or the magazine aisle at the grocery market. But back in 1936, the first issue of Life magazine was published. And the cover photo is of Fort Peck Dam's spillway by Margaret Bork White. Also, that happened on this date. Back in 1859, the legendary the legendary outlaw Billy the Kid was actually born on this date. He was born in a poor Irish neighborhood in New York City's East Side, and he was shot dead at the age of 21, but he killed at least nine people in America's West. Also on this date, back in 1959, the Birdman of Alcatraz. And if you don't know what Alcatraz is, Alcatraz was it's now a non-commissioned, but it was a federal prison that's in the middle of the San Francisco Bay, so San Francisco, California. If you want to see or look into it, there's an awesome movie with Nicolas Cage called The Rock, because that's what everybody called it. That was the nickname for that prison, was The Rock. So go check that out. You'll be able to see a little bit about it. It's an amazing place. But back to the history, the Birdman of Alcatraz was allowed a small taste of freedom. He was released. Robert Stroud, the famous Birdman of Alcatraz, was released from solitary confinement for the first time since 1916. He was sent to prison in 1909 after he killed a bartender in a brawl, and he nearly completed his sentence at Leavenworth Federal Prison in Kansas when he stabbed a guard to death in 1916. Though he claimed to have acted in self-defense, he was convicted and sentenced to hang. A handwritten plea to Stroud's mother, to President Woodrow Wilson, earned Stroud a commuted sentence of life in permanent solitary confinement. So, which means in the next 15 years, Stroud lived among the canaries that were brought to him by visitors, and became an expert in birds and diseases. So after being ordered to give up all of his birds in 1931, he redirected his energy into writing about them and publishing his first book 2 years later. When the publisher failed to pay Stroud's royalty because he was barred from filing suit, Stroud took out advertisement complaining about the situation. Prison officials retaliated by sending him to Alcatraz. the federal prison with the most worst condition. The legendary Birdman of Alcatraz died in a Missouri prison in 1963 at the age of 73. So there y'all have it. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Again, this was History in the Past. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you would like to make a monetary donation to help support my stream, please click the link in the description below to my PayPal account or to my merch store. I also have linked in the description below to some Calico metal detecting equipment that will help you save money on your next adventure out there searching for treasure. Again, thank you so much for everything that you guys do for my channel and for this community. Continue saving history.